A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Tagliafico. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Cristiano Ronaldo driving through the middle. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Montiel for De Paul. Montiel to Martinez. Tagliafico. And it's Otamendi. Tagliafico. Now it's Gonzalez. He's got away. There will be a throw-in. Plays it in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. In again. De Paul! No, not the best of headers. That's good running with the ball. Pedro Neto. Good, strong midfield running here. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! De Paul to Martinez. Montiel. And it's Messi. He's found a way through. And he's being shifted off it. Bernardo Silva might just make this. Montiel. And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bruno Fernandes. This is promising. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. His shot, surely! Oh, what has happened here? Tagliafico. Paredes. Here's Otamendi. Gonzalez. Knocks it into space. And that's a good ball. Shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, that's well spotted. He can run onto that. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Messi! And the ball's come loose here. Bernardo Silva running with the ball. And he's managed to get free. Diogo Dalot. Spread out to the left. Now it's Rafael Leao. Big chance! Goal! Portugal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's tidy. Good, purposeful. And the shot! He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Out for a throw. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ronaldo powering forward here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rafael Leao. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot at goal! He's gone for goal! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Tagliafico. Gonzalez is onto it in a flash. He is through here. And he's making progress on the ball. Now here's the delivery.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Gonzalez.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
McAllister providing an outlet on that flank. And the finish! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Diogo Dalot. Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
They've played it short, and that's been drilled in. Vitinha gets it clear. And it's Paredes. Oh, good take in a good area. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bruno Fernandes hurtling down that right flank. He's on it, can he get away? He has found the way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, now it goes for goal! Tagliafico. And the counter is on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rafael Leao. Oh, this is a very good run. Otamendi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Argentina grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Quick Cristiano Ronaldo! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross to the back post. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Tagliafico, not the most convincing of passes. Now it's McAllister. Vitinha gets over and intercepts. Otamendi promptly onto that, and that is that. De Paul. Now it's Gonzalez. Gonzalez! Oh, he's been caught napping! It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now this could be a chance. Ronaldo tries looking up for options on the left. Chance for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Diogo Costa. It's gone out for a throw-in. Just eases him off the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Out to the left it goes. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Now the cross. Otamendi clears it away. Oh, that's a key interception. Alvarez. And now the breakaway. Now it's Gonzalez. Pedro Neto takes control of it and he's on the move. Tagliafico. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Gonzalez.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, played right into his path. Mendes attempts a clearance. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Caught offside that time. Paredes. And it's Paredes. McAllister. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rafael Leao.
Such good technique.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Diogo Dalot gets across to intercept that. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vitinha for Pedro Neto. Oh, that's ambitious. De Paul. Now it's Gonzalez. He's picked his way through. Spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. Out of play for a goal kick. Paredes gathers from the goal kick. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
In by Messi. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ronaldo going full tilt down the left. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ronaldo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cristiano Ronaldo takes a shot! It's has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Pedro Neto does well to get it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rafael Leao. That's good play. And he whips it in. Gonzalez has found the net here, of course. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Rafael Leao goes on a charge down the left. Montiel. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Rafael Leao is the guilty party there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Montiel. Martinez. And it's Messi. Bruno Fernandes goes on a run down the left wing. He's got away. And he's on a charge. Played into the middle. It's their second corner of the game. Punched away. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Paredes. To Martinez. Montiel.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
And it's Otamendi. McAllister. For De Paul. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through.
That's good play from him.
Chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
One of the most exciting things you can see on a pitch. That was almost spectacular.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De Paul. McAllister. Pedro Neto tries a shot! Off the post! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Decent progress down the left. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, credit to the players, Peter, for keeping the scores level, yeah, despite all that's happened in the first half. But things are going to get very tough in the second. We know who's likely to suffer in the circumstances.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking. Paredes. Messi. Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Messi with the short one. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And here's Neto. He has found the way through. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
It's a pretty loose pass. Paredes. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Gonzalez certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Gonzalez! Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Alvarez, he's tried one! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
McAllister. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Gonzalez. And that's been won straight back. Bernardo Silva. Messi. Diogo Dalot with the clearance. Oh, that is a nice... He's having a go! Cleared away. Messi going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's a throw. Foot in. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Paul with the foul. Otamendi tries to clear. Now it's Alvarez. McAllister. And Messi! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Driving forward. Oh, that's delightful. Martinez. And it's McAllister. Gonzalez. He is through here. Tries to play it through. And a chance! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That has been cut short. That's an imaginative pass. And he's on his way! There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. De Paul with the cross. McAllister trying to keep this in. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
Strong running down that left flank. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Gonzalez. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And this is Ronaldo. Showing good feet. Bruno Fernandes. Great chance! McAllister. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the volley. And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Montiel. For De Paul. McAllister. He shifted it to the flank. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Paredes. And it's McAllister. Pedro Neto wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto goes steaming forward. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Tagliafico. That has ended up in no man's land. Montiel.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes puts his foot on the gas. Real chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Tagliafico. And Gonzalez. Montiel. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's made its way to him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Header! He's done very well to get to that.
Paredes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
De Paul. And this is Ronaldo. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Decent chance! Goal, Portugal! And they're back in front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Montiel, now it's Dybala. Dybala, there he goes, motoring forward. The ball gets into some space. He's had a shot! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is just caressing the ball. Bruno Fernandes! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what a mistake! Now, can he shapes to shoot? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Chance, surely! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Good running, strong and purposeful. He's got away. Cross needs to be good. Oh, smashing header! He scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's managed to get free. Great chance! Portugal have their third corner. And that's not going to trouble anybody. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Dybala. He has found the way. And Dybala! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Paredes. De Paul. Now it's Dybala. He's shifting through the gears here. Dybala. Oh, this is a real chance! Oh, crossbar! Pedro Neto. Some good work on the right flank here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice physical challenge. Has a look and plays it forward. That ball looks a good one. Overhit and out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. He's a sharp little ball here. And a chance! De Paul is flagged offside. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Molina. Now it's Dybala. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Nice interception, well timed. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. De Paul. That has been slung wide. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto. McAllister. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Gonzalez. He's picked his way through. A lot of space ahead of him. There's the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Martinez. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's McAllister. Now it's Gonzalez. Oh, that's fabulous. Gonzalez! You've got to be quick to recover this. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Otamendi. Now Paredes. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Great work on the overlap. Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Gonzalez. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Alvarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Paredes spots it and intercepts. He has a look up. He is through here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Oh, super ball. And the finish! He scores! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Argentina give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
He's picked his way through. Ball swung in. Goes for a shot! Just off target.
Vitinha is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Alvarez. That's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Takes a shot! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Bernardo Silva stood his ground strongly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he cuts out the supply. Pass is just off target. Bruno Fernandes powering forward here. And this is Ronaldo. And it's gone back to the keeper. Martinez. Otamendi. And it's Paredes. Gonzalez. And this is Ronaldo. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Alvarez. Gonzalez. That ball looks a good one. Defending of the desperate variety. Header comes in! He's missed, but not by that far.
Paredes certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And here's Dybala. He has found the way through. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And here's McAllister. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. McAllister plays it short. De Paul with the he gets big! That was superb goalkeeping!
Paredes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gonzalez! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Thinks about the shot. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Great defending, strong and determined. 90 minutes up and we will be back for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. So our quest to find the winner continues. Portugal conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Bernardo Silva. McAllister. Now it's Dybala. He's got away. Decent progress down the left. Bruno Fernandes. This is promising. Showing great feet there. Bruno Fernandes with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That is decidedly lacking. Acuna. Now it's Gonzalez. That's a shade optimistic. Otamendi. Could move up a gear here. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Gonzalez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
McAllister, spread out to the left, and he's managed to get free. He's come in hard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Driving forward. Bernardo Silva. Good, strong midfield running here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Gonzalez. Can he get on the end of this? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's shifting through the gears here. Bernardo Silva. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Nuno Mendes has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. He might be in here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. So their fourth corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. McAllister and Gonzalez. Diogo Dalot. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bernardo Silva. Chance for a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it. Paredes. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Dybala. Look at the space, and the shot! And he's heaved it away. Martinez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's picked his way through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Good driving run. Ronaldo running with the ball. Fernandes. That's it for the first period of extra time.